No. Hey guys. Was not expecting you yet, but that's okay. I am your host, a very casual cosmic hero dude, and you've caught me in the middle of moving day. So I'm packing up my stuff and heading over to the Dynamo studio pad. It's kind of like a stage or a focal point for these terribly drawn but oddly adorable animations. But we can get into all that later. The important thing is that I'm trying to find a way to mix my love for gaming and animation together. It's not much, but it's a start. And you know, a wise-ish man once said you gotta keep winging it till you forget to write down the G, and that's what we're gonna try to do. But for now, let me focus on keeping this rig on the road and not getting lost, and in the meantime, why don't you guys check out some gameplay footage I put together? Sound good? Sounds good. Okay, see you in a bit. The footage you're watching is from an addictive game called Moving Out. I swear, I needed like 20 minutes of game time. I got 6 hours. I lost my afternoon playing this game. I wouldn't say lost it. I rather enjoyed it the entire time, just it's one of those games. But hooray for moving day. And to stay with that theme, I'm about to give you my best 5 tips. Tip number 1. Try not to be liable for property damages. Enough said. No. Actual tip 1, I'm going to go with get the big stuff first. Your couches, your bookcases, your larger items, get them in the truck first, square them off with corners, push them against walls. It's just easier that way, because once everything big is in, you can fill in the gaps with all the small stuff. Tip number 2, and this one is going to be a little bit more preemptive for those outside of the know, but try not to own a pickup truck. If you own a pickup truck, this will guarantee you being asked later to help move, and if you ain't about that life, I'm just saying, I didn't make the rules, it's just how it happens. Tip number 3. This one's a little odd, but you know the linen closet, that closet in the hallway has all the towels, the bed sheets, the pillowcases, things like that. Yeah, usually everyone throws that in a box so that when they move, they can get there, take everything out the box, put in the linen closet, done deal. What I like to do is actually use the towels, the sheets, things like that to actually fill in the spaces in the fragile boxes. It just beats having to pay for newspaper and bubble wrap. Additionally, cover your TVs and mirrors with bed sheets. Just kind of helps against the scratches. Tip number 4. When renting a moving truck, try to get it for the overnight or, return it the next day so that first day you can get everything packed, spend your last night living out of a book bag or a last minute junk box, something like that, and then the only furniture that's out is a mattress. So you sleep, you wake up, you throw the box and the mattress in the truck, and you're good to go. You're about your business. The final tip, and my favorite tip. Use professionals when possible. If you can afford it, just pay them to move it for you, and get the insurance. I'm just saying, I'm getting a little too old to keep helping you lift your fancy and extremely heavy Italian couches, buddy. I like the leather couches, but they're so awkward and heavy. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm here if you need me. Right, buddy? Yeah, like you'll see this. Anyway, other than that, lift with your legs, work smarter, not harder, and drink plenty of water. But just to bring up the game again, just to talk about it for a second, I have had so much fun playing this game. There's things that you can just kind of destroy, different windows, railings, some walls move, things like that. There's conveyor belts. Like, it's been fun with the little puzzles they give you. The physics are sometimes infuriating. Like, you always got to drag things. You're trying to pivot, make it through doorways. It's honestly, you're looking at it like you're just picking up stuff and putting it in a truck, but you're in a crunch against time to do the best you can, and it's cartoony and happy enough that it feels like it sucks you in. I would definitely recommend, if you get a chance, just pick up the game, play a few levels. This is not good. This geography doesn't even make sense. There's not even supposed to be a desert on this side of the country. Oh, hey guys. Maybe it was a right turn back there. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am lost. Like, with a capital low. But don't worry, I can fix it. I've been in worse spots before. just check out another game clip and leave the rest to me. First thing that pops into my mind when I look at this house, it's a party house. You can tell because there's a pool in the way. With any other occasion, this pool would be awesome, but now that you're moving, it's in the way. And that's just my experience with this stuff. Like, if a house has a hot tub, a pond, a cornhole court, beer pong table, or any other fun adult activity item that a house could have, it's always directly in the way of moving things around. Also, the thing you'll notice with these types of houses in the real world is they'll usually do something silly like take the garage out, convert it into a den, you know, so you don't have that bay door to use to move big items. But let me stop complaining, that's not what we're here for. As you can see, we're moving extremely fast, trying to get everything loaded as quickly as possible. And a quick, neat little tip is the red boxes are fragile, but as long as they have something to kind of land on, you know, another soft item, they won't break. It makes it easy with these types of situations. And just checking in with our progress. Looks like everything's going good. We only got 2 items in the truck, but as you can see, we're just tossing everything across, getting it in a nice, neat little pile. Okay, we're filling in things with reckless abandonment. Just trying to get it out the house and into the pile. Don't even stop to unplug things, just yank, toss. There's so much loose stuff just sitting around. Why would you not pack the toilet paper? You don't, but you leave 1 roll to the house. Everything else goes with you. Get this table out the way. Come on. Snake ass. Alright, looks like stuff is blocking our way. Let's just toss it in the truck, doesn't matter. Yep. Up. Ooh. Get the fragile stuff. Nope. Oh, that could have been bad. Just, yep. And another one. With the finesse. That was a twirl for dominance right there. And another one. And let's drag this bad boy up on here. And we are done. Alright, that went well. Good job, everyone. Good job, me. And if you're curious to know why I didn't try to jump the pool, I did several times on a different attempt, and, well, this is how it went. This is the closest. It's like I made it, but I didn't.
The luggage rescue of 84. Oops. The client was moving down the street to South Pond, but I thought they said the South Pole. Didn't notice the mistake until the chartered plane to Antarctica was already flying high.
So I wonder if anyone has ever had to fling stuff out of a plane while it was cruising low to the ground for moving purposes. I mean, I heard of airdrops, but that's usually like big crates with parachutes. Also, I wonder how this works, being that planes have to be pressurized, right? Is the cargo area pressurized as well? Any questions for later. But this was a different but fun level that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. As you kind of beat the other levels, you gotta race against the clock, try to get gold, and the more gold stars you get, you unlock VHSs at a Blockbuster that'll have little side missions like this. And so far, this is the only one I've unlocked. But, with that said, we're gonna yeet for the win.
We managed to rescue all of the client's luggage on a wing and a prayer.
Told you I would figure it out. We made it, and we even saved time. Although, it doesn't seem like any of the other gents are here yet. So let me get all this junk inside, you can check the next and final clip, and then we can bring this day to a close. You know the story. We've all been there. It's been a long day, your muscles ache, your knees weak, your arms are heavy, and there's no spaghetti, because all the pots and pans are still in boxes, and you want nothing more than to just sit down, relax, and do nothing. Your friends probably feel the same way, and they can't wait to leave, but you still got one more task. One last mission. A trial that needs to be completed. And it's probably time sensitive. You know, the moving places don't usually stay open 24/7, and you do not want to pay another day for that truck. So what do? Well, much like the hardest things in life, there's nothing to it but to do it. It's time to move things into the new place. So it's probably just a little bit of the masochism talking, but it's moments like this that I enjoy the most. When your body feels like it's pushing past a limit you didn't know you had, or maybe you're surprised that you're still going and haven't hit the wall yet. But it's one of those things where it's like your hard work is gonna feel good, and it'll eventually make beverages taste sweeter and food taste better, like it's earned. Kind of like that same effect you get with having a long day of swimming, and then you have a sandwich and it's like the best sandwich in the world. For some reason, you always get a bag of chips and open it up and put the chips on the sandwich, and I'm rambling. But I just, once again, it's like certain things, certain events become a reward within itself, and then that then complements what happens next, which is usually positive. You know? I don't know, maybe I'm being overdramatic or romanticizing this a little, but who doesn't like to look at things as if it's more important, like putting a philosophical twist to things? I mean, you know what they say about the whole being the hero of your own story, you're your own main character type of deal. Just... I know. But if you think about it, your entire world can fit into a truck. You had to take stock of things you've accumulated. Maybe because of the move you had to get rid of something you weren't ready to get rid of. But you lifted and picked up your entire life and all your experiences and put it into a truck, and if you have family, you picked up multiple lives and experiences and put it in a truck, and you're just moving it. Okay. I'll stop digging the over-analytical hole I'm in, and I'll just appreciate this game has a moving mode. Like, okay, so it's kind of like playing the level in reverse, but it still adds another challenge. It's more content to a game that's already fun. Complaint, though, is putting things down just kind of sucks. Like, you try to put it down, but you get that extra twist, or it'll fall over, and the hitbox detection for moving the objects in this game mode can be a little weird. Some of the smaller items you have to be pretty dead on. Luckily enough for the bigger objects, you get more of a wider area, so it doesn't really matter. And, you know, as you can see, some of the stuff is kind of offset by an inch or two, which, you know, I guess it's one of those things where you kind of just got to get used to it. But that's kind of my only gripe. Everything else seems to be great. Hey, I'm in here. Just come on back. So thanks for tagging along today. It was really cool to have some company, and hopefully you had fun or at least got a kick out of this whole deal, because it's a miracle I even made it this far. But let me tell you, after today, I am pooped. Gonna need a nap after this one. Don't worry, I'm here, just laying down. Plus, with the view obstructed, I get to save time on not animating a mouth. And it gives me a moment to talk freely and tell you that I plan on making a lot more of these. I want to get better at it, and I gotta keep doing it to get better. So, I'm thinking some will be like a small adventure like today, little theme, couple skits, a few jokes, nothing too major, but still entertaining. And then other episodes will be right here in this living room, just checking out gaming videos or something funny or old moments, things like that. Think of that old Beavis and Butthead formula, but with gaming videos and not as raunchy or gross. Maybe throw in a little of that home movies flair. Not to lock us into one genre or anything, just as a initial thought as to the concept. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what it turns into and where it leads. Me personally, I hope it turns into something really good that I can be proud of. So, I gotta say it again. Thank you for checking out this video, especially at this point, because it means you made it all the way to the end, and that's pretty much... I couldn't ask for anything more, you know? So, I won't bore you with the YouTube stuff. You heard it a million times. Just hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And till then, have a good one and take it easy.